Hello there, everyone. Shippy here. Hope everyone out there's doing well and staying back once again with some more Tekken 8 ranked matches as I try to climb the blue links here. It looks like my first one is going to be Yoshimitsu, so this could be a rough one. But yeah, I'm trying to do my best to stay here at the blue ranks. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm just kind of going back and forth between blue and purple as of right now. But it's going to take a lot of learning here to try to maintain this. Really, I got launched on plus there. All I did was try to jab, too. Alright, they're just going ape shit. That should not have killed. That should not have killed. Okay. Alright, what are they gonna do here? They are launch heavy. They do rightfully. I did try to grab there, but my God, like they're just not stopping. I break the grab and then immediately get launched, even though they're facing the complete and total wrong fucking way. And then I won't get another return. Okay. Well, let's see how this game's gonna be. I know I'm making the wrong decision, but it's frustrating when shit like that happens. I did the wrong move. Alright, I'll take that. Again, like I am plus. Why is that launcher like an answer to a check jab? What the hell does sense of that make? All right, we'll get us round on the board here. What is the tech for the grab? It's not 1+2. Take that. Run up and grab here. There's more to that. Alright, we're gonna hold this out. Well, I tried to hold it out and unfortunately didn't get the hold out, so down we go. Okay. Well, they get their promotion. But I think we can beat them. They're very, very, very aggro, and I just was not ready for that, which it's Yoshi, so I should have been. They're not going to run it back, I guarantee it. Okay, never mind. Usually when there's any sort of delay with the way Tekken 8 is, like there's just usually just no chance someone runs it back. I'll take that. I should have launched that. That's unfortunate. What a trade. That I saw them do that little activation there, so we just mashed Ray Dart out. Couldn't tell if that was the parry or another move, but either way, not the right choice. Alright, we're just gonna sidestep here. I think I remember that's a low. Right, now we're actually going to hold this out. Keep him up against the wall here. For the low. I'm not going to lie, I fully expected them to do that launcher that they've been doing every time. Alright, that time they ducked. I haven't been doing a whole lot of that. Right, I'm glad that they were able to do that twice back to back. What? I cannot I cannot. Why does that go so far? It does not make sense what the break on that is. I've tried 1+2 and 3+4, and is it just a single break? Is it just a 1 or 2? And we are plus there. And I should have just launched him for that instead of going for the grab, but they've been armoring up a lot. And I unfortunately did not get my heat. Alright, I'm guessing that's a fucking unblockable. Alright, well, for the mids, except for the grab there. Alright, please don't drop this me. Alright, you can't sidewalk it like that. Yep, I fully expected that, but I should have did a better job at punishing it, which I didn't punish it at all there. Alright, we managed to get a game against Yoshimitsu here. Which, holy shit, the way that started, I didn't think that would even be a possibility. Okay, well, there's one on the board. Let's see if we can play smart here for a change.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright, we get grab out of our string. I'm surprised they were able to have time to sidewalk. And thankfully they did straight up get hit there. They are sidewalking a ton. That might be my answer there. Alright, doesn't take a long time to charge that. I thought I was holding down back there. Okay.
Round 3. Fight.
Alright, we'll take that. We'll get our stack up. Alright, we'll vary up our string here. I cannot fathom what I tried to jab check that. Okay, well, I'm just kind of getting hosed here, if I'm going to be completely honest. All right. Or at least it felt like it. It probably wasn't. As in, I wasn't. That's what a fucking unfortunate turn of events. I don't know how I ended up on the other side of them launching him for that, but... Alright, they whiff there. I can't sidewalk it like that. And we managed to steal a round from Yoshi here. And get 2 games on the board here and win 2-1 after just, I don't know, none of that felt good. I felt like I was on the back foot that entire time there. But good games to opponent. Now back when I find the next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here. Going up against a Reina player on the same exact stage that I just fought the Yoshi player on. So let's see what we can get done here. Hopefully do a little better here. Stay mid. And they do sidewalk me. They're good on them. We'll go for the low. Thankfully they get hit by that. They seem like they're a sidewalker, so we're going to see if we can use that to our advantage. Well, unfortunately I was at a really awkward distance there. We go for the grab. I managed to start things out with the perfect, but I can't promise it'll stay that way. Alright, I panicked there. I didn't expect to get that hit. Alright, good block on the low there. We do sidewalk him. I could have got a better punish, but... Alright, we do interrupt that. I managed to catch him with a low string. I'm gonna let that carry me for as long as it can. Alright, good block. Or good crouch, I should say. I tried to interrupt that, I'm a fool. Alright, that's armored. Alright, no blocking the low there. Yeah, that was awkward for everybody. I just kind of ended up on the wrong side. And thankfully they tried to armor there. And we get another grab. Alright, we managed to string some wins together here and get the first game against this Reina player. Alright, they're sidestepping a good bit. And that low string is kind of carrying me here. So we'll see if we can get our mileage out of it until they adapt to it. I keep trying to interrupt those. I don't know what you call that little twirl move that Reina does, but I keep trying to interrupt that in the wrong place. Probably can't really interrupt it at all.
Round one. Fight.
All right, we'll take that. I think they tried to pair me there. Oop, they countered my grab with a grab of their own. I'm gonna go for the mid here. Another grab. Did he break it? Alright, foolish of me to try to take my turn there. As in, it really was foolish. That's just not me being an asshole, which I normally am. Alright. There's one round on the board for them. Alright, they tried to heat up through that. Oh, I wasn't expecting that grab there. I panicked and forgot my combo, if I'm being completely honest. I did not mean to do that. Move there. Alright, we'll let the low string carry us to greatness if it can. I'll take that trade. Get some off me. Yeah, it's just the low string. Yep, just gotta keep doing it. Alright, we'll take that. We'll take that. All right. We'll steal another round here against Reina. When in doubt, scrub it out. All right. All right, good on them. All right, they armed it up there. Alright, we'll sidestep and spin ours. Alright, that time they did jab check me there. Alright, they're blocking it now. Just gotta stay privy to it. They're getting really aggro here, so we're gonna go ahead and spin our Rage Art because we have just very, very little health. So it should do decent damage and then leave them with very little. What a fucking... Alright, all of that looked weird. That's unfortunate. Alright, I'll take that. Alright, we'll take that. This probably won't be enough to kill, though. Hit the back one, though. And managed to steal another. game off Reina. They adapted pretty well. I just I got a little bit wild there, and they couldn't keep up with my stupidity. Or they could, but I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. They probably should have beat me is what I'm saying. But good games, opponent. I'll be back when I find one more match. Alrighty, looks like I found my final opponent here. We'll be going up against a Jin player, and on a different stage to boot. Alright, gotta watch out for that move. That move eats me alive against Jin. Go for the low here. Alright, we'll take them, go for a throw here. They tried to sidewalk immediately. Go for another grab. Alright, we'll take that. I thought they were going to go for that little low. That always eats me alive, and luckily... Well, I mean, they didn't, but they just still got hit, which was very lucky. Alright, we'll take that. And walk right into it. Our plus there. They do block the low. They're now looking out for it. Keep that in mind. I say as I probably do it 10 more times and get punished like this for it. Alright, that time they do the low. Alright, they tie things up at around a piece on me. Alright, they have done the same round start every time. Alright. I tried it again just to test them. The testing failed. Alright. Alright, good tech by them. I thought I could interrupt that. Alright, that's not a 1+2 break. That's what I default to testing 1+2 first, because what most breaks are. Low profile in there. Alright, we'll catch him out of the armor. I didn't try to run up grab. Tried to be cheeky there because I haven't done that yet. Right, they're ducking a lot now, so we need to keep that in mind. I looked like I was flat on the ground for that hit. That was kind of awkward. Is that a mid? I guess so. I was blocking low there. Alright, first game goes to Jin. Let's see if we can adapt here and suck a little bit less, which might be asking a whole hell of a lot. Let me get back in here. Just like taking seconds to load back in. Hello, Tekken? We okay? And we're unable to connect to a server. That's unfortunate. Well, I don't know if they're doing like maintenance or something, or if this is just a very unfortunate thing that happened right there. But alright, I'll see if I can get back in and find one more match. Alright, well, we're back in here, and unfortunately, I've been trying for like 5 or 10 minutes and cannot get back in to another match. So I don't know really what's going on here. I don't know if the server's down or if I'm just having bad luck. But I have unfortunately not been able to reconnect. So my internet could also be down, but everything's working properly, but I don't really know. So, I mean, this is kind of a bad place to end it, especially since we just got to the halfway point I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to... Halfway point in Fujin, and just got our ass beat by a Jin, so I wanted a chance to try to get back at it, but we don't always get what we want, but we'll have to do that in the next video, I suppose. But yeah, if you made this far into the video, I do thank you for bearing with me. And yeah, hopefully we can try to string some wins together next one and get to the next rank, which I think is it Raijin? I don't know. I've never been this far before, so I really don't know what the hell comes after. But I definitely got a lot of improvement to do if I'm going to try to climb a little bit more. But yeah, if you made this far, I do thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.